started with politicians who ignored warnings by scientists. It continued through a program of us knowing that we needed to act quickly and needed to take dramatic action fast in order to contain the damage. But there's so much that's politically vested in making sure that we don't do that, right? For example, this idea, it's like when scientists and epidemiologists started saying, listen, we have to shut down our cities and our states immediately right now, just as an immediate precaution, because we did not take action earlier. The communities that suffer first are the ones that are working class, Black, brown, essential workers that are most vulnerable. You know, all of that parallels with the climate movement.
I don't understand how we're still here having these same sorts of how are you going to pay for it conversations when, you know, I think sometimes people look at the climate crisis as if either you're going to pay for it upfront or it just doesn't exist at all, just totally ignoring the reality that this is going to cost trillions and trillions of more dollars in the future if we don't make these necessary preparations now.
Yeah, and again, it overlaps so perfectly with coronavirus, because here's the thing. It's going to cost billions of dollars for us to develop mass testing, for us to invest in a scientific system of contact tracing. Yeah. It's going to cost a lot of money to make sure that people's payroll is covered and that people can keep feeding themselves and keeping a roof over their head right now in this temporary pause for the time being. Yeah. But what is going to cost more is not funding these tests, not listening to the science, and then when our economy has to be shut down for years because we don't want to set up the infrastructure to open it up, that's going to cost way more. The CBO, they're the ones that kind of put price tags on certain bills that require price tags. They don't always price out the cost of inaction. So they'll say, this is the cost of passing this bill. They won't say this is the cost of not passing this bill.